Well, good morning, everybody. It's me, Mitch, and it's Monday morning, and it's coming up on 8 o'clock. I'm sitting out here with my coffee and cigar, listening to my neighbors yell at their barking dogs, and life goes on. I'm supposed to be grumpy and grouchy on Monday morning, and I'm supposed to rant. I have a few things I could rant about today. I don't feel like ranting. In fact, sometimes I wonder if, even though a certain number of people enjoy a good rant, me included, I think, I don't know if I'm doing myself any good with these Monday morning things. I think I may leave the wrong impression. I think a lot of people take these the wrong way. I pretty much meant them to be like dark comedy, but I think people, especially new viewers, especially people that have just subscribed to me yesterday, and they say, wow, I found this guy, man, he knows everything about carnivore and he cooks good shit, and here, look at this video. And then I come on ranting and cigar puffing, and then it probably embarrasses them. Well, never mind. So I don't know how good an idea it is. These videos don't get many views. I had a guy sent me a comment yesterday. I'm unsubscribing from you. I subscribed to you because I thought you actually put out content, but all you do is complain. And I said to myself, I think I've put out a little content. I have 300 videos. I think the vast majority of them are informative, informational, helpful, great recipes, cooking. But to be accused by somebody of not doing anything and just coming on and begging for money tells me that he's never seen any of my videos, and I have to dismiss it and not get upset about that. But I can understand why somebody might get that impression if they are new to my channel, and I think I got to be a little more careful about letting go. I know the people that have been with me and know me understand it. So many of them understand it because so many of them identify with me. My life is not unique. I'm not the first guy to be screwed over, to go broke, to get divorced, to lose money. I'm not the first one. In fact, I think there are more of you that can identify with these lifetime trials and tribulations that I've had than those who've led a charmed life, coming from rich parents, going to the best schools, being insulated from the world at every turn. You could never identify with me. You need to be watching the channel where they show off the new Ferraris. And you probably are. The people that watch me are people that are getting older, that have gotten sick, that want to fix things. And I think that the reason that I have had some success on YouTube is that people can identify with me. And I have to stop taking these friggin' comments personally. I keep saying I will, but I still do. Well, you guys showed me over the weekend your true colors. And those colors were gorgeous. You accepted my rant on Saturday. You rallied to the rescue on Sunday. That buy me a coffee thing has gone just crazy yesterday. And I know that it's like anything else. It's never gonna continue. It couldn't continue in this level. It couldn't continue. It's impossible. And I don't expect it to. People were generous yesterday. I don't expect you to be that generous on a regular basis, and nor would I want you to think you're obligated to. But you did show me something yesterday. Whether you wanted to prove me wrong or right, or you felt sorry, I don't want you to feel sorry for me, but you did lift my spirits, and it's incredibly hard for me to rant today. I will, however, light my cigar. So excuse me while I light my cigar. And I know this thing was malfunctioning last week. I think I got it fixed. Oh, I'm relieved. I thought I'd lost you, my friend. Cool. Cool. And what would this be without this? And every time I see my coffee cup now, I think of yesterday. Went and looked at my comments. 99% positive, 1% moron. I'm learning to not take the morons personally. I had one guy, and I know you like to hear about these ridiculous comments, and I'm not angry about it, but it is ridiculous. I had one guy suggest I basically am living too large of a life to ask for anybody's support. That I'm living too extravagantly. That my house is way too nice to actually give me the right to ask people to support my channel. And that was a double-edged sword. That hit me kind of two ways. Showed me how relative. Oh, he also told me just because I used to have a much more extravagant life than this, that doesn't mean my life now isn't over the top, basically, overboard, extravagant. My first thought was, moron. And another one actually came on and told me that I am living too extravagant a life and I need to downsize. My house is way too big. I should downsize. Then I wouldn't need as much support. I don't know how to feel about those things. I don't know whether to just dismiss them out of hand because they're just ignorant comments. But unfortunately, most of these things make me question myself and say, is there any validity in this? Because I always give the benefit of the doubt. And I want to scream at these people. What are you talking about? I'm living in a double-wide trailer, basically, in a trailer park full of old, sick people. I never leave the house except to go to the store. I have no social life. I have no friends. I spend no money on anything other than necessities. I don't travel. I don't take cruises. I spend my day talking into a camera, making YouTube videos that earn me $7. What are you talking about extravagance? And then, I think that compared to so many, that I have a lifestyle that they've only dreamed of. And that brings to mind the old saying, I used to feel bad about not having shoes until I met a man that had no feet. And that's like a slap in the face reminder that count your blessings. Count your blessings. And whether I fought for these and came out of the adversity and rebuilt a life for myself and try to make it the nicest life I can and take what I have and make it the prettiest place I can live, even though I live in a 35-year-old double wide that I bought 8 years ago with money that my son loaned me. And I've been doing all the work myself and fixing it up little by little because I used to be a builder and turned it into a place that most people think is beautiful. I can't apologize for that. Am I supposed to go live in my car? But from the standpoint of people who are living in their car, and I came very close to that, I truly understand. Had I not been fortunate enough to have children who were successful, I wouldn't be alive today, let alone living in my 35-year-old double wide, smoking a cigar. Cheap cigar, by the way. Drinking my coffee and making YouTube videos to share some of the things that I found out that have enabled me to be healthy, to be happy, to be content. So to all you people who think that I'm living too good a life and you can't because of your circumstances, I can only tell you that whatever your circumstances are, those were my circumstances 10 years ago, maybe even worse. Because not only did I lose everything, but I had an army of people chasing me. Lawyers, the Internal Revenue Service. I was being beaten. And I managed to pull myself out of it, and it took a long time. But I did it with a little help, with a lot of help from my family, but I did it. And you can do it too. And if I set no example for any of you, it's that the phoenix can rise out of the ashes or just lay there and be consumed. It's up to you. And I know that sometimes we do need outside help. I know that my pride has always hurt me in that respect because even to this day, I don't ask anybody for a favor. I don't ask my neighbors, hey, could you help me out? I don't ask my children to do things for me because they have their own lives and their own problems. But those comments still get to me a little bit. But I think the point I'm trying to make is that I think I need to lighten up. I like doing these Monday morning chats, but I would rather that instead of rants, and I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, Mitch, we love your rants, but rather instead of rants, I think I would do myself, and I think I would do our community a lot more good if I used one of my other abilities that I seem to have. I don't know where these things come from. Excuse me, I need to relight my cigar. Too much talking, not enough puffing. I think I could use this Monday morning format rather than as a bitch fest and a way to get things off my chest, which feels good once in a while. I think I could do everybody a lot more good, and myself too, and my channel. And indirectly do away with all these people that are always complaining about everything, what they don't like about me. By turning this into more of a motivational time, a time where I let the positive side of me out, let it loose. Reverend Mitch, if you know what I'm talking about, without the religion. Just try to address more of the comments where it's obvious people are asking for help, not criticizing. I think that would be better for me, considering that these videos on Monday morning always get very few views compared to the rest. And I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to turn this in to a more positive. I'm not going to stop smoking the cigar. I mean, let's not get crazy here. We're drinking the coffee. But I think we're going to talk less about the comments from morons and leave that for a few minutes in a live stream now and then. And hopefully any new subscribers that I have will realize that that's who I really am. That's who I really am. And think it'll work. So we'll see. We'll give that a try. Later today, I think I got it set for between 2:15 and 2:30 to release, is a video I think you're all going to just love, and I hope you do. It's a cooking video, and I made what I refer to as a ginormous meatloaf, and it's a cool video, and it's long because I take you through all the steps of prepping for it, cooking it, eating it, and then saving the leftovers, which is the best part of this thing, because I made a 5-pound meatloaf covered with Wright's bacon, and that's 4 meals, 5 meals, which leaves you 4 meals left over. The whole thing, I got that 5-pound tube of ground beef at Aldi's and put it in the freezer when they had a sale, and I pulled one of them out of the freezer. They cost $10. I put another couple dollars worth of eggs, bacon, and pork rind crumbs in there. Maybe the whole mess cost me $14, $15 for 5 meals. It was fabulous, which always amazes me because I experiment with these things. It was fabulous. I ate it yesterday. I taped the whole thing, made the video. I've got 4 vacuum-sealed 1-pound portions now of bacon-covered meatloaf in my freezer, right next to the vacuum-sealed portions of half racks of ribs that were sous vide. What a way to cook. Not only just cook for a meal, but cook and get 4 to 5 meals out of it, which is what's so great about these big meatloaves and the ribs. And this is the kind of stuff I want to focus my channel on. Make you happy you tuned in, not to hear some old fart bitch. So to all of you who have insulted me, accused me of being just a greedy old fart who's always begging and asking for things, of being obnoxious, of hurting my feelings, to all of you, a huge thank you. Thank you for letting me know that that's how some people actually take me, or the impression they get of me, when that really is the furthest thing from who I really am. So I need to focus. We all learn. We all learn. The day you stop learning, you may as well just give up. I learn every day. And the most important things I learn are about myself. Introspection is very important. And sometimes it takes a kick in the ass to teach you something about yourself. And over this weekend, I learned an incredibly valuable lesson about myself, about my inability to filter sometimes what comes out of my mouth, the fact that sometimes what comes out of my mouth hurts people, which makes me feel really bad. And one particular instance comes to mind, and I will square that up on a personal level. But I did learn something over the weekend. I want to thank you just from the bottom of my heart about the fabulous response to that Buy Me a Coffee thing. It was crazy. It was crazy. And it was great and very, very helpful. Very helpful. I hope going forward that I can continue to deliver the kind of thing that made you such a loyal community of mine. The private community grew quite a bit, about 10-15% over this past weekend. So I'm looking forward to meeting all of you, to meeting all of you on our Thursday live stream. I released the meatloaf video as soon as I got done editing it last night to the private community first. And when I get videos ready to upload a day or two before I mean them to, I will always release them to the private community. I love you guys and appreciate all your support. I'm supposed to ask you to support my channel because I'm stupid if I don't, so here goes. You know that in the links in my videos, in the description, there are links to my Amazon affiliate account. There are links to my new Buy My Coffee account. And if you should feel the burning need to help support my efforts and show me you care, completely optional, it's greatly appreciated. Time for me to get to it. Probably got a ton of comments to answer, thank yous to write for the Buy Me a Coffees, and life is good. Life is good. I think I'm going to take a trip to Sam's Club tomorrow morning. I'm going to figure out a way to discreetly, I think, film the whole journey through the store. I'm going to try to do it with my 360 camera so I get a good, sharp, highly stabilized shopping cart view of me going through the whole store. And because I'm running low on so many things. And Tuesday morning is generally a good morning for the bargain meats to show up, the markdowns. And we're going to go on a markdown meat hunt, and I'm going to make a video about how I shop at Sam's. So until then, keep an eye out for the meatloaf recipe this afternoon. Looking forward to seeing you all on my live stream tomorrow night. Take the rest of the day off and eat meat.